Maharaj Prithu offered his welcome to the 4 Kumars, addressing them as the best of the Brahmins. He welcomed them, saying, "From the beginning of your birth you strictly observed the vows of celibacy, and although you are experienced in the path of liberation, you are keeping yourselves just like small children." The specific importance of the Kumars is that they were brahmacharis, living the life of celibacy from birth. They kept themselves as small children about 4 or 5 years old, because by growing into youth, one's senses sometimes become disturbed and celibacy becomes difficult. The Kumars therefore purposefully remained children, because in a child's life the senses are never disturbed by sex. This is the significance of the life of the Kumars, and as such Maharaj Prithu addressed them as the best of the Brahmins. Not only were the Kumars born of the best Brahman, Lord Brahma, but they are addressed herein as Dvija Shrestha, the best of the Brahmins, on account of their being Vaishnavas also. As we have already explained, they have their sampradaya, disciplic succession, and even to date the sampradaya is being maintained and is known as the Nimbak sampradaya. Out of the 4 sampradayas of the Vaishnavacharyas, the Nimbaka sampradaya is one. Maharaj Prithu specifically appreciated the position of the Kumars because they maintained the brahmacharya vow from the very beginning of their birth. Maharaj Prithu, however, expressed his great appreciation of Vaishnavism by addressing the Kumars as Vaishnava Shrestha. In other words, everyone should offer respect to a Vaishnav without considering his source of birth. Vaishnav Jati Buddhi. No one should consider a Vaishnav in terms of birth. The Vaishnav is always the best of the Brahmins, and as such one should offer all respects to a Vaishnav, not only as a Brahman but as the best of the Brahmins.